Okay, so that's it for there. Level select hub, we know what that is. Unused maze levels. Green puzzle tests. I don't know if they're going to let me go over that edge or not. They will. Okay, is there also one in the middle? Nope. So is this just... I mean, it said test level. I guess we can leave whenever we want by going out of bounds. These are weird, especially this one. It's like a screenshot. Well, one of those did something. I'm not surprised that half this stuff doesn't even work. Especially because this is a test. So it may just not be doing something that we can immediately see. Like maybe it is doing something, or maybe it did do something at one point. But it's just a test. So... it did what it needed to do at the time. Okay, there's only one left, and I saw it up there. Do not see how to get to it. Oh, I can't go any further this way. Oh, it's over here. I'm dumb. I thought I had seen it over to the... I knew I had seen it, and my brain said it was probably over to the left. Okay, so that was the left one. Gimmick testing room. That was color testing room. Gimmick testing room. Ooh, bright. Yep, that's, they're sure testing stuff. And that's that. It did what it needed to do. This is like the most bare bone of debug rooms, and I kind of love it. It's like, yep, that sure works. Okay, puzzle testing room. Is this the same room that we played through before? Yes. Okay, so that's it for green. Original purple castle. So this would have been what was at the end of level purple. Like, this is the purple white. So no, like, level, but it's a build up to this? Yeah, because I can't go off. So it's just, you can see it. You know what you're approaching. Ah, well, never mind. So you do still get to approach it. Maybe that was a fake exit? Intended to make you think, like, okay, yeah, this is... Ah, camera. Otherwise, this looks very similar. There's 86 diamonds here, though? I mean, there are kind of diamonds everywhere. No, this is the red castle now. Oh my goodness, this went straight into a cutscene before. Now you're actually going into the castle. Oh, this is cool. I can see why they got rid of this. Like, lore change, I suppose. Okay, not seeing anything else there. Seems to be up there. I think the camera also was better in the early stages. There was a little weird spot outside where the camera didn't behave quite, or the controls didn't behave quite like you think they would with the camera. But otherwise, I think the camera has been very adaptive, especially in purple. Like, it lets you see things you need to see. Makes it look dramatic when you need it to look dramatic. Always lets you point in the direction you think you need to, though. Oh, there's more stuff over there. Was there, like, another path I could take? And admittedly, I think that the camera may be moving around just a little much here. Okay, that's where we came in. Yeah, and that's a solid wall. Like, it's a camera that's designed very much for you going forward. But not as much if you ever have to backtrack. Okay, that's just a way back. Yeah, like, here the camera updated, not the controls. So this is, like... Okay, the controls updated eventually. Still 45 left. This is a huge level. Oh, I did see the target. So we could presumably jump down there and just end it. Can't get in that little back corner. Doesn't seem too terribly... I swear I saw it. Doesn't seem too terribly easy to fall off the edge either, which is nice. It's like, boy, I don't want to fall up here due to something dumb and then have to go do everything again. Right. I mean, granted, you're just walking around. So, like, if you do have to redo it, it's like, it's kind of a whatever. But I'd still rather just avoid that eventuality. Like, it's this kind of thing where you have to stop and ask yourself, like, what does this add to gameplay to do it? I'm coming back because I swear I saw a diamond. Maybe I didn't. I think it was just a little shadow down there that I thought was a diamond. Yeah, we can see outside. We can see over the edge. Oh. So you're supposed to go that way. Get a free triangle space. All the triangles you could want. This is just storage. This is just where they keep them. Everybody needs a triangle storage. Aha! I knew there was going to be something back. Still 9 more, and we're at the end. Oh, there's one over there. I might as well grab it. If I see it and it's right there, I'm not going to kill myself to get every one, though. I kind of just want to make sure that I've explored everything. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. 7 more somewhere. Could not tell you where. Boop. Oh, there's one there under the stairs. That was neat. So, original purple castle, unused blue level. So blue is where they introduced the bouncies. Only 33 diamonds. Ah, they introduced the danger machines way earlier. Like, they're not a huge threat there. This one's a little bit more of a threat. Don't know if these will kill me, so let's just be careful. I don't know if this is death or if it'll just shove me around. One in the very back, though, so I gotta go get that. Yeah, given that they decided to make orange the one with all the, like, death obstacles, I can understand why they changed this stage. Dangerous, my friend. These cylinders have some weird... Okay, so I saw one over here. Speed. I did kind of notice that most of the obstacles that I saw moving looked like they were centered on another object. Like they had to have something designated as the origin. I don't know how true that is. Or if that was just like a design choice. Six left. That's not many. course, there were the couple down here. Then there's a center path, and it looks like going up here will drop us down onto that. And then I don't think there was anything back here. Yeah, no. Ah, up. Wait, I'm missing one. I swear I saw a second one up there. Oh, maybe not. Well, I have no idea where that remaining one is. So that was unused blue level. Corrupted by the dreaded cone, blue and purple. Okay, this is just this level. This is different. I feel like this is the level that the other portal entry thing was supposed to take us to. Instead, it took us to the plus hub. So, cliff here, I don't know if that's a death or not. This makes a little bit of sense that these are supposed to be corrupted, though. That's why they're all different colors like this. Ah. I mean, it didn't kill me, but I am over here now. I've got to restart the stage. It might as well have killed me. Okay, I'm going to start by going down here. Because maybe this goes... Like, maybe this is where we were going otherwise. So we have options. Kind of. Maybe they are intended to kill you, and they just hadn't, like, gotten that part to work yet. Okay, that's the one that I hit. So this is, in fact, an exit. So let's keep going forward for now. And understand that these may not be death, but they are. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a relatively short level. Like, 25 left. I skipped that a whole bunch. Oh, and then, geez, this right here. And a button? Oh, neat. Can't see nothing, Captain. Can I go through that? No. I think that would have been perfectly serviceable in purple if you just remove the death obstacles. Okay, so that was blue and purple. So now we've just got these big ones. Never completed, untested, 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 untested. Original Act 1 of level yellow, untested. Oh, so this is the boosts. Only 3 gems. Oh yeah, get wrecked! That's the good stuff. I want to get that gem. What? I'm just along for the ride now. Oh, that's the end. That's fun. Okay, level blue. Oh, yeah. What do you mean untested? This is the one that was... Unless it just changes dramatically at some point. I mean, there's only 26 diamonds? So I imagine it's either going to be very different. And I don't have to worry as much about falling out the back now, because I am using D-pad controls. Yeah, but so far this is looking like it's just going to be, like, I don't know, the first half of the level that did make it into the game. Yeah, and then that's the end. They just blocked off the whole second half. I wonder if they were going to split it into like 2 levels or something. Okay, level purple. So purple was entirely gimmickless. Just walk around and explore levels. No, give me that. Not a lot of gems. This is looking familiar. I don't know if this is one of the levels, or like kind of like the blue one where it's just the first half of a level or something that they expanded on. But this is looking familiar. Or maybe my mind's playing tricks on me, because at the end of the day, it is all purple cubes. Okay, level green. What was green's gimmick? Switches. Oh, geez, we're falling. This is neat. Oh. Oh, that just took me right to the end. Okay. Okay, there was something over here. Okay, I can't go up it, though. Not seeing anything over here. So I would say this is just a big set piece, but the camera's not really high enough for us to be able to see that. Bonsai! Okay, nothing much there to worry about. This looks like a fail state, I guess. That is not quite what I was expecting that to do, but I'll take it. Oh, I couldn't even see the spring. Okay, so I need to hit this one. I still kind of feel like these puzzles could have been more complicated. Because as it is, like, there could have been something else here. And again, you don't want to be too complicated because you still want to be cube. But I feel like you could have done maybe some very basic Picross style stuff. Like, instead of this top one being like you can just see the light there, maybe put a number of very small cubes above each one, indicating the number. I don't feel like a visible digit would do much, but like 3 little cubes. So like, top would have 3, left would have 2, right would have 1, and then to the left you'd have 2, 2, 2. So you'd have to look at it and go, ah, okay, so that's this one. Ah, it's this level. It, like, dropped that whole tower down in the middle. I almost feel like this would have been better off as just like a big maze. The tower just feels like an odd set piece, I guess, to be right at this exact location. Also, still no idea where that last diamond is. Maybe it's nowhere. Oh, that's the... Oh, and the diamond's right there. Oh, and they got the pachinko over there. I'm not sure we actually saw pachinko until... red? I kind of remember one in maybe blue. I don't remember. Maybe it was green. It was probably green. Also, given how much you can see beyond the one little section, it almost looks like they were making like one giant map and then cutting it into the individual levels. Like they'd load maybe the assets, but the whole level would be visible, which is also another very interesting way to see this. Also, it's not exiting. Okay, so that was green. So unused level orange, never completed. Ooh, fancy. I want to say this is one of the things that we saw. Ooh. I want to say this is one of the things that we saw in the notes. Okay, that did something. Ah, that did the end. That did that one. So what did the one on the right do? And then unfinished, I guess they just wanted it to be longer. Because that's like a proper level, but it's kind of just like... or constructed as a proper level. But it's kind of just like the one obstacle, so they probably just wanted like more to it. But I'm not seeing much else here, so I think that's it. Whoops. So that was, so we went everything through the Cube Plus hub, we went everything through the level hub. A lot of neat stuff around there. And then in here... yeah, this is where we have Cone Hub, Cone Blue. This is where, instead of Cone Hub, I almost wonder if this was supposed to go to purple. That, like, corrupted purple level. And then they have the 3 mazes over here. No, they have puzzles and then mazes. And puzzles takes you... oh, it does. That's right, it does, and I just opted not to go in here. So that's most of that. The only other thing here, really, is Cube Drop Battle, which I've not shown off. Cube Drop Battle is fairly simple. Get 4 different colored cubes. I'm the red one. And after an amount of time, a bunch of tiles blink, and, Cubes drop. I can't stand on that. You can't really do anything. You just respawn. Like, it looks like they're doing something. Like, I see the blue, yellow, reds coming from the individual cubes. But then, like, I can't do anything. And I swear I saw myself do a red thing at the start. But I feel like that just means this is more of a proof of concept. Which is kind of what it says. Prototype multiplayer, feel free to play around. Later, nerd. Oh, wow, I can actually do that. Get back in here and then go back to our post game. So this has been Cube, Defender of the Polyverse. This has been a wonderful experience. And there are so many things that you can almost think, wow, that's kind of weirdly designed. Or, like, potentially just disappointing or bad. And you go, no, but I think that was on purpose. There are a few things, like, there are a few bugs that I would fix, obviously. Make sure the yellow thing's always yellow. That would be really swell. Make sure you can't accidentally, like, clip out the back of a wall somewhere when you get on a spring wrong or in those 2D sections. So some like bugs like that I would fix. I don't know what is going on with some of the stuff in like post game, some of the bonus stuff in there, like touching the death obstacles don't death you. Couldn't tell you why. And there's just been, like, little things over the course of the game that act weird like that. I feel like the biggest offender, though, was the yellows not yellowing. There aren't really any options in the game. If you hit escape, you're given 3 buttons to set volume at high, medium, or low, and that's really the only option you have. I feel like if that's how you want to go, that's how you want to go. That's fine. I feel like what I would do instead was, instead of 3 buttons that set the volume to 3 different numbers, have 2 buttons that raise and lower volume. There's no option for full screen or not, but I think Alt-Enter fixes that. Customizable controls may be a stretch, and I don't know if would fit with the cube theming, which I know accessibility. But I feel like this is supposed to be a really jank game from like 20, 30 years ago. And they're just going to have an elaborate menu where you can customize your controls? I do, however, feel like for gamepads, make the D-pad work. I shouldn't have to use Joy to key for that. I get old jank game, but I should not have to use Joy to key to get the D-pad to work on a gamepad. And that's like kind of imperative to being able to enjoy parts of the game, like the side-scrolling and whatnot. So, yeah, we got that. I feel like the red stages and the red bosses were all fine. Honest to goodness, I kind of feel like in the final red fight, I wouldn't even have Cone charge at you if you get close to him. You just move up and bonk him. It would make him such a non-threat, and all the obstacles around the room would be of no danger whatsoever, and I think that would be so unbelievably fitting. Trying to think if there's anything else. And not a lot. I do feel like collecting the diamonds isn't... how many diamonds you've gotten per stage is not saved at all. All it does is you got, like, let's say 30 in this stage, it just adds 30 to an overall score. And I would very much appreciate a counter above each level that says how many diamonds you've gotten in that level out of how many there are. I don't think you even need to save which ones individually you've gotten. Like, being able to play it again and most of the diamonds are back or whatever. Like, I think that's fine, whatever. And then the total that you have, instead of adding to a running total of how many diamonds you've collected, it should just be the sum of how many you've gotten in each stage. So you can go back and look at the stages and go, okay, well, I need more diamonds to unlock this next stage. But if so I have to go back and look at the stages that I've already been through and see which ones I've, like, missed. I was like, oh man, I didn't grab any in Purple 2. Let me go back and play through that again and make sure to collect more of them. This does then imply the ability to get all diamonds in one playthrough of a level, which may need some adjustments to level design. I think the biggest of that comes in Orange. Orange? Speedy levels. That was Orange, right? Or is Orange the death level? Is it blue? Blue was jumping, purple was nothing, green was switches, here's yellow. There's yellow and orange. I think yellow is boost. So, yeah, there may be some adjustments needed for yellow specifically, because I think that was around the time that I got, like, almost got scared of boost panels. Because I knew if I touched one, I probably just was completely locked out of a bunch of diamonds. And I don't feel like those few concessions, as well as just general bug fixes like making sure yellow works, I don't feel like that would be against the nature of Cube. The only other thing that I can think of is going into... I don't personally believe that these and these should exist or should be accessible from this menu at all. Granted, they do cost more at 1,000 to get in, and you only need like 700 or whatever to get into red, but then you need 2,000 to get the true ending. And getting into these are very much like a post-gamey styled optional content. Like, it doesn't feel like proper part of the game content. And the Cone Hub doesn't even take you to the right stage. Like, if you did put both corrupted stages over here, I guess I could see that. But it also does remind me that you were trying to make the corrupted stages kind of at the end of each one of the major stages anyway. So it feels weird that you just go into this side bit here that's corrupted. I feel like if you were going to do that, make it a proper world. And make it like, I don't know, after you clear orange, then you go into corrupted. And you've got 2 corrupted stages right there. Just make a 3rd corrupted stage. These are neat, but I don't know how I would put them into the actual game. I don't know how I would put them into the game proper. So yeah, I would maybe make one more corrupted stage, make a corrupted world right after orange. The mazes I would probably just remove from this level select menu anyway. I would not give you access to plus mode or cheat mode from the menu. Granted, it's just you press a button here to get it. To get to it, but I would not. That's very much post-gamey stuff. Let people play and beat the game. That'll make your actual game a more solid experience. Because I played through the whole game by like pausing once out of curiosity, hitting this, and going like, oh yeah, there's just access to all this stuff at any given time. When this should really be like all color levels level select hub. And that just brings you here. So yeah, I would remove that. Whoops. I would remove that from this menu as well. That'll make the base game feel more like a solid experience. And then once you go to the New Game Plus menu, once you come here, then I would once again, I wouldn't even have the level hub accessible from this menu. You have continue level select, that'll take you to the regular game's level select. The level hub is really just this with a few extra bells and whistles. And then the Cube Plus hub takes you here, which has all the post-gamey stuff, and this gives you access to this. And this is then some additional side... It gives you access to the stuff you didn't have access to straight away otherwise. Like the white levels, which you couldn't get to through the regular level select. So this would be a nice way to do that. See the bosses and everything up top. All good stuff. But a lot of these don't need to be here either. Because like Maze and Puzzle Room, they're just accessible from the other hub. Corrupted Blue is just accessible from the other hub. I mean, I guess you need a place to get to White Act 0 and White Act 7. I mean, I guess I was maybe a little more detailed than that than I thought, but I think that would make the flow of the game much better. Anyway, those are my thoughts. And this has been Cube, Defender of the Polyverse.